Recording. Welcome to our video. I'm Jessica Rios. I'd like to welcome you to our video. My colleague is Bridget McKinney, and today we will be discussing our Unit 3 analysis of our Horizon reports that we read and how these integrated with the SD standards that we covered during Unit 3. Moving on, the article that I read was 2017 NMC Technology Outlook for Chinese Higher Education. It focused on key trends accelerating technology adoption. It noted near-term developments which we were expected to see within a year or less. It also noted midterm developments, those of which we were expected to see within 2 to 3 years, and as well as far-term developments, those that we are expected to see in 4 to 5 years. Moving on, the other article that I read, which concentrated on the near-term developments, was Important Developments in Educational Technology, Time to Adoption Horizon, 1 year or less, and it discussed flipped classrooms, maker spaces, massive open online courses, and mobile learning. The SD standard that I covered was Model Digital Age Work and Learning, and this was a standard for teachers. It states that teachers exhibit knowledge, skills, and work processes representative of an innovative professional in a global and digital society. When connecting these to the adoptions that we are about to see within a year, we're definitely seeing it now, and that's in the area of adaptive courses. These are courses that are offered online that boost student success and definitely offer personalized learning because students are able to be self-paced. Now, these align with this particular SD standards because teachers are able to learn how to use online platforms to deliver their content and to facilitate their instruction while keeping ongoing data regarding their students. And as well, the other SD standard that I covered was Creative Communicator, and this is a standard for students. The standard states that students communicate clearly and express themselves creatively for a variety of purposes using the platforms, tools, styles, formats, and digital media appropriate to their goals. Again, aligning this to the near-term developments that we are seeing in the adaptive courses. It also discussed soon approaching developments regarding mobile learning. Mobile learning, it's expected to go on the rise. It definitely is flexible to our students, and it provides them with opportunities to collaborate and to communicate with one another at their own pace. I know that we're definitely connected to our cell phones, probably more than we are to our desktops. So this is how this particular concept aligns to Creative Communicator by allowing our students to, again, construct their own knowledge by being self-paced and with their personalized learning. Go ahead, Bridget.
So, you know, our articles were actually very similar. I was reading the 2017, but the K-12 edition, and mine also focus on, you know, one year accomplishments, 2 years, 3 years, all the way up to 5 years. And when you look at the global collaborator standards, where students are using those digital tools to broaden their perspectives, you know, your article mentioned maker spaces, and mine placed a big importance on that, and that's really achievable right now. And those are, you know, being used more and more, and you know, we should see more of those, you know, open environments that are really geared towards students, you know, using any tool that they can get their hands on to broaden those perspectives and enrich their learning through those collaborative practices. But in addition to the maker spaces, you know, the robotics technologies are being implemented at a very young age, and even the notion of coding as a literacy, you know, it's all of these tools, even including things that are a little bit more out of our reach, like widespread virtual reality and things of that nature. These tools are being implemented, but, you know, we're waiting for those efforts to scale as we see these global collaborators developing. When it comes to the digital age learning environments, you know, there's a lot going on right now, and then a lot that's planned out over the next course of years. This standard states that technology coaches create and support an effective digital age learning environment to maximize the learning of all students. And when you think of these maker spaces that are really becoming prevalent, and the necessity to train teachers and to kind of reprogram, I guess, the facilitation of these more creative and hands-on experiences versus the rote instruction that a lot of educators are still used to. So it's going to be up to the and and provide the environments in which teachers can accomplish that. And there's a heavier reliance on analytics, and as teachers are using these digital systems and analyzing more and more types of data in new ways, there needs to be a supportive environment so teachers can manipulate that and feel supported and I guess empowered by the decisions that they're able to make. When it comes to digital age learning culture, it states that the educational administrators create, promote, and sustain a dynamic digital age learning culture that provides a rigorous, relevant, and engaging education for all students. And I think that's where the Horizon Report and standards such as the SD standards really come in handy as administrators are preparing for these big changes, because the technology is not just trickling in. Yes, we do have 1 to 2 years for some goals, and some are still off in the 3 to 5 year range, but time's flying fast, and there's so much thought and planning to, I guess, not only the culture but the infrastructure and the security of that infrastructure as we're, I guess, reaching new places with the digital learning culture.
No, I agree. Like I said, pursuing a degree as an administrator, it's definitely important to keep that in mind. That it's not only, I guess right now that we're the topic of conversation of discussing how important it is to incorporate this as administrators and to really promote and endorse this idea. It's definitely beneficial to learn just how empowering technology can be for students, and how it's definitely important for not only for policy, but for leadership practices, to definitely endorse this idea of promoting technology in the classroom.
Absolutely. We've come so far. It's amazing what we see going on right now in the classrooms, and it's incredible to learn about what's yet to come. So thank you so much. It was a great conversation, and I look forward to Unit 4.
All right. I'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.